Romina here, it's summertime and it's picnic season, but my God, am I fed up of having another cucumber sandwich. So what's the solution? Arancini. They're super versatile, easy to transport, and I'm telling you, they'll impress your friends. To begin with, we need 500 milliliters of stock. It can be vegetable or chicken, boiling away, which I have right here. And then we just need to add 300 grams of arborio rice. So that is the risotto rice that you can buy in any good supermarket. Give that a little bit of a stir. Now I just need to wait for our rice to cook, so to absorb all that liquid until it's al dente, so it has a little bite to it. You might need to add a little bit of extra water if you think it needs it. So while I'm waiting for that to cook, you can see it's bubbling away right now. We're going to make the paste, which is going to cover the balls afterwards before we dip them and deep fry them. So to make our paste, we have 100 grams of plain flour. And to that, we're going to add 150 milliliters of water. This is how our paste should end up looking. It's quite a wet paste, quite runny, and it's just to coat the rice balls. So that's pretty much ready to go now. It's still got quite a good bite to it, but it's going to get cooked a little bit more later when we deep fry it. You can see all the stock has been absorbed into it. Turn the gas off. So we're just going to add a few extra ingredients to that rice to give it that little bit of extra flavour. So first up we have 50 grams of Parmesan cheese, 30 grams of butter. That's going to make our rice nice and glossy. And finally, we're going to add some saffron powder. So this is going to give our rice a little bit of colour. You can give it a little taste here, and if you feel it needs a little bit more flavour, please feel free to add some salt and pepper. I think it needs a little bit more pepper, so I'm just going to have a few crunches of my pepper mill. Next step is you need to put this in a flat, quite a big baking tray and let it cool down so you can then mould it with your hands and not burn yourself. So you can see here, we cooled our rice down, so I'm just fluffing it up a little bit. Perfect now to go make our arancini. Just over here, I've got a bowl of water. That's just gonna be for me, for my hands. Our paste that we made earlier on, and also a nice dish of breadcrumbs. And then we've also got our fillings, which is what we're gonna fill our arancini with. So traditionally, arancini are filled with like ragu or a bolognese, but I've got some ham, some cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes. You can pretty much get as creative as you want. I'm just gonna dip my hands in water here, get a little bit of rice in my hands, and then I'm gonna try and mold this as good a ball as I can. You might need a bit more rice. A little bit bigger than a golf ball is probably the ideal. You do need them big enough to be able to put some sort of filling in as well. So to fill it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my finger in the middle here to open the ball up a little bit. Now you do break your ball at this stage. We've got some really nice gorgonzola here. And we'll put a little bit of sun-dried tomato in too. And then you're just going to wet your hands again and just seal it shut. And then just roll it back into a nice ball shape again. So there it is. And now let's do another one. Bit of ham this time. Final bit, we now dip our rice balls in our paste and just give it a little rattle so the excess paste drops off. Then cover them and coat them in breadcrumbs, and then they go into a pan of hot oil, so hot vegetable oil. Now to do a quick test to see if this oil is hot enough, you can just drop some little rice cubes or a bit of bread into there, and as you can see, it's bubbling away pretty rapidly. And then finally, using the fork, we're going to drop it in our hot oil. I think this one's pretty much ready. Look at that. That is an arancini rice ball there. I'm just slotting it on some kitchen towel so it dries. Oh my God. Look at that. That just looks so yummy. You've got the rice, which is still soft in the middle. You've got a really nice breaded, crunchy edge, and then the cheese and ham in the middle have just melted and give that extra little bit of flavour. I could eat these all day. Do you know what's even great about these? If you eat them the following day, they're like the Italian version of a scotched egg. Amazing. And make sure you like our channel and subscribe, because we have loads more recipes. So what do you think? Are arancini gonna solve your problems? If you have any other dish dilemmas, let us know in the comments below and we'll try and answer them for you.